You better get those wallets ready because we have a huge list of new comics this week. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone. AR Comics here, and today I'm going over all of the new comics for New Comic Book Day, December 23rd, 2020. I'm going to be covering the variant covers, first appearances, and any sort of important information to help you decide which issues you want to pick up this week. But before I get started on that, if you are new to the channel, I drop weekly comic book content, and if you want to join a community dedicated to comic books and raising awareness for mental health, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button down low and the little bell to get notified every time I drop new content. You won't regret it. And now, without further ado, let's get started on this week's books. So as I was saying before, you better get those wallets ready because we're about to have a massive new comic book day right before Christmas. First up today, I'm going to be going over AWA Upshot and Aftershock together because they're both having very small weeks. So first up from AWA, we have Grendel, Kentucky, number 4 out of 4. This is the end of the series and it has a cover A and a cover B. I read the first issue, I really didn't like it, so obviously I'm not going to be picking up this one. And then from Aftershock Comics, we have Miles to Go, number 3. It only has a cover A. I read the first issue, I wasn't able to get the second one, but I did really like the first one. So if you read the second one, let me know what you think about it down low. But those are the only 2 books coming out from those publishers. I'm most likely not getting either of them, so let's talk about Image Comics. Now you guys already know how I feel about my indies. I love Image Comics and they're about to have a huge week for themselves. First up today we have the Department of Truth, number 4. It has a cover A and a cover B, and in my opinion this is an absolute must read. I'm loving the story, it's so unique and very creative. The artwork is okay in my opinion, but it's growing on me as the issues go by. Make sure you check out Department of Truth. After that, we have Family Tree, number 10. It only has a cover A. This is another series I'm really enjoying. I heard it's actually ending soon. I'm not too sure about that though, that's what someone was telling me, but I'm really enjoying it so far. I like how it's set in that post-apocalyptic time with the tree virus. I wish they would expand on that more, but maybe that'll be this issue. But after that, this is probably going to be the biggest issue coming out in my opinion this week. I love this series. Gideon Falls, number 27. It has a cover A and a cover B, and this is the end of the series. If you are reading this, this is a must pick up. I'm loving everything about it. It's creepy, it's horror, and I just love the artwork. Andrea Sorrentino has done an incredible job on this, and I'm going to be pretty sad when it ends, but it's been a great journey so far. Check out Gideon Falls. And then moving on from there, we have Ice Cream Man, number 22. It has a cover A and a cover B. I'm going to be picking this one up. I really like both of these covers. I think as an overall series, I think it's alright. I really have enjoyed some of these later issues. The earlier ones were good too, but some of those ones in the middle, they were okay. So I'm definitely going to be grabbing it, but let me know down below what you think about Ice Cream Man. Moving on from there, we have Philadelphia, number 11. It has a cover A and a cover B. And thanks to you guys, I picked up all the issues. I only read the first couple and I didn't like it at first, but I reread them, read the rest of the series. I'm loving it. The artwork grew on me and the story is very well done. Make sure you check out Philadelphia. Moving on from there, we have Marked, number 10. It has a cover A, B, and C. And this is a series, I don't really know anyone that's reading it. I haven't looked into it at all, so I won't be picking it up. But from there, we have Oblivion Song, number 29. It has a cover A. I'm not reading this series right now, but I read, I think, the first 12 issues in the hardcover form. I loved it. I really like the artwork, and I like the story too. So if this is a series that you are reading, let me know if it stayed good or even got better. But after that, we have Outcast, number 47. It only has a cover A. I'm not reading this. I don't know a lot of people who are, but the ones that are reading it, I've heard some pretty good things. So maybe at some point I'll check it out, but I just have such a big backlist of books going on right now. But moving on from there, we have Redneck, number 29, only has a cover A. I have all of the issues. I haven't read almost any of them though. I read, I think, the first 2 and I thought it was pretty cool. I heard it got a lot better though, so at some point I'll read it, but for now I am picking up all the issues. And then we have after that Scumbag, number 3. It has a cover A and a cover B, and this is another series that I think is an absolute must read. I'm loving it. The artwork is cool, and this dude, it's literally just a scumbag. He's a drug addict, but he has superpowers. It's pretty awesome. Check that one out. Moving on from there, we have Sea of Stars, number 8. It only has a cover A. I've heard a lot of good things about this series. I'm not reading it though, so this is another one. If you are reading it, let me know what you think about it. And then from there, we have Spawn, 313 coming out, has a cover A, B, and C. And if you are reading this, this is the end of the arc, and it's Spawn versus the Omega Spawn. And in the description, it says that they're going to be fighting to the death. So most likely, Spawn's probably going to win. But either way, it's going to be a badass battle, hopefully. And then from there, we have Tataris. Number 8 has a cover A and a cover B. I'm not reading this series. I don't know anyone that is, so I'm skipping over it. But then we have Undiscovered Country, number 11 coming out. Has a cover A and a cover B. I love this series too. I love everything about Undiscovered Country. I tell everybody you have to give it a shot. It's very good. But those are all the issues coming out from Image. I told you it's going to be a huge week. I'm definitely going to be picking up Department of Truth, most likely just cover A. I'm going to be grabbing Family Tree number 10, Gideon Falls number 27, most likely cover A, but since it's the final issue of the series, I might grab cover A and cover B. And then I'm going to get Ice Cream Man number 22. I really like both of those covers as well, so I'm just going to see what they have when I get there. I'm going to get Philadelphia number 11, probably just cover A. Redneck number 29 only has a cover A. I'm going to grab Scumbag number 3, most likely cover A. And the final issue, Undiscovered Country number 11, I'm just going to grab cover A. I feel like that's going to be my top 10 list right there. But let's move on to Boom Studios. Honestly, it's going to be pretty hard to top Image this week, but let's see what Boom's up to. First up today, we have Dune, House of Atreides. Number 3, it has a cover A and a cover B. This is a series that a lot of people have told me I should grab, but personally, I just didn't really see myself too interested in it, so I didn't grab the initial issues. But after that, we have Firefly, Blue Sun Rising. It says it's number 1, it has a cover A and a cover B, but this is the final issue of the Blue Sun Rising event, so if you're keeping up with Firefly, this is a must-pick-up issue. Moving on from there, we have Jim Henson's Labyrinth Masquerade, number 1. It has a cover A and a cover B. I'm not going to be grabbing this, it's just a one-shot. But moving on from there, this is a huge issue in my opinion. Something is Killing the Children, number 13. It only has a cover A. I love everything about this series. I talk about it all the time. You guys know about this. I just made a speculation video and it was in my top list. You gotta pick this one up. The price is rising in it, and I think it's a very good series to read too. But moving on from there, we have Unkindness of Ravens, number 4 of 4, has a cover A and a cover B. Read the first issue, I really liked it. I wasn't able to find issue number 2, and at that point issue 3 came out, so I won't be picking up 4. But I like the first one a lot. A lot of other people have still been enjoying this series. But those are all the issues coming out from Boom Studios. They're definitely having a lighter week compared to Image. The only thing I'm going to be picking up is Something is Killing the Children, number 13. So let's talk about DC next. So first up today from DC, we have Detective Comics 1033, has a cover A and a cover B. I'm not caught up in Detective Comics, so I won't be picking up any of these issues. But then after that, we have Action Comics 1028, also has a cover A and a cover B. I'm not reading this, but if you are, this is the end of the creative writing team. Bendis, Romita Jr., and Jansen, they are not going to be on this series any longer. A new team is going to be taking over. So that's big news if you are a fan of this series. It could change things up for you. But after that, we have Wonder Woman 769, has a cover A and a cover B. Liar Liar is back in this issue. I'm not reading, I'm not caught up in Wonder Woman. A lot of people I've been talking to said it did get better, but it's been very boring for a long time. And after that, we have Justice League Dark, number 29, has a cover A and a cover B, and this is going to be tied into that Endless Winter run. But moving on from there, we have Red Hood, number 52, another series I wish I was reading, but I'm not, has a cover A and a cover B. I might pick that up when we get a good jumping on point. Probably was issue 50, so if anything, I just get the last couple issues. But for now, not grabbing it. Moving on from there, we have Batman Superman number 15, has a cover A and a cover B. I read, I think, the first 7 or 8 issues, and I really wasn't a big fan of it, so I ended up dropping it. But from there, we have Batman Beyond number 50. It has a cover A and a cover B. And if you are reading Batman Beyond, this is the final issue of the series. You do not want to miss out on this. And then we have Batman White Knight presents Harley Quinn number 3. It has a cover A and a cover B. I'm not reading this series. I haven't read anything with the White Knight, but a lot of people have said, man, you got to read this. This is so good. And a lot of people have said, too, that this Harley Quinn run's been pretty good so far as well. And then from there, we have Dark Knight's Death Metal, The Secret Origin, number 1. This is just a one-shot to the main run, has a cover A and a cover B. I won't be picking it up. As I said in some of my last videos, I ended up selling off the entire Dark Knight's run. I kind of regret it, but at the same time, I wasn't too satisfied with the series, although this issue does look pretty cool. I read the description. I think you guys are going to like this one. After that, we have The Last God, number 11, only has a cover A. This is another series I've heard a lot of good things about, but I'm just not reading it. And the final issue from DC, we have Black Adam Endless Winter Special, number 1. This is just a one-shot to the Endless Winter. It's got Black Adam in it, obviously. I'm not going to be getting it only because I'm not reading anything with the Endless Winter. But those are all the issues from DC this week. I'm not going to be getting any of these issues. So next up, let's talk about IDW and Dark Horse. So I'm going to be going over Dark Horse Comics today with IDW because they're having an extremely small week. And before I really get into this list, I just have to say I'm not picking up any of these issues. First up today from Dark Horse, we have Assassin's Creed Valhalla Song of Glory number 3, only has a cover A. And moving on from there, the final issue from Dark Horse is You Look Like Death, Tales from the Umbrella Academy number 4 of 6. This has a cover A, B, and C. I do love the Umbrella Academy. I read the first 3 volumes, but I just recently picked those up and I haven't seen the back issues for these yet, so I won't be picking up number 4. But those are the only issues from Dark Horse, so moving on to IDW, we have Comic Book History of Animation number 2. This has a cover A and a cover B. And G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero number 277 has a cover A and a cover B. And after that, we have Goosebumps, Secret of the Swamp number 4 of 5. This one only has a cover A. And in this series, a lot of people have actually told me it's been pretty good so far, but I haven't seen any of the back issues. Scarent number 3 of 4. This one only has a cover A, but if you are reading this, let me know down low in the comment section what you think about it. But after that, we have Sea of Sorrows number 2 of 5. This one only has a cover A. I do have the first issue. I haven't read it yet, and a lot of people have said it's very good. I do like the artwork for it. I did look through it a little bit. It seems cool, but it's going to be a huge week for me coming up, so I probably won't be grabbing this one. But after that, we have Sleeping Beauties number 4 of 10. This one has a cover A and a cover B. And we have Sonic the Hedgehog, Bad Guys number 4 of 4. And this is the final issue of the series. And then after that, we have Star Wars Adventures, Smuggler's Run. This is number 1 of 2. And the final issue this week from IDW is Transformers Back to the Future number 2 of 4. Has a cover A and a cover B. But as I was saying, I'm not picking up any of these issues. Maybe I'll grab Sea of Sorrows number 2, but I think it's going to be a heavy week for me, so most likely not. But let's move on to Marvel Comics. So honestly, these last couple new comic book days from Marvel have been alright. Nothing too crazy has been released, and the issues that were supposed to be really good I thought were okay. So I'm hoping this week is a lot better. First up today, we have Amazing Spider-Man number 54, The Last Remains tie-in. This isn't the main run. This has been that shittier version of the main run, but it has a cover A and a cover B. I think this tie-in has sucked, but I'm still going to be picking it up because I have all the other issues. I know that sounds stupid, but man, they drew me in on this one. After that, we have Doctor Doom number 10. It only has a cover A, and if you are reading this, this is the end of the arc, so you don't want to miss out on that. But moving on from there, we have Excalibur number 16. This only has a cover A. I'm not a huge X-Men fan, so I've been skipping out on all the X-Men relating stuff, so I'm not getting this one either. But after that, we have King in Black number 2 of 5. It's got a cover A, B, C, and D. I love this first issue. I thought it was incredible. It blew all of my expectations out of the water. Make sure you check with your LCS to see which covers they're going to have this week, because I'm pretty sure they're going to be having a few more. But after that, we have King Size Conan number 1. This is a 50-year anniversary for Conan, so it's going to be a big oversized issue. Has a cover A, B, and C. I'm not going to be picking it up. It's just a one-shot, and honestly, I'm just not too interested in Conan. But from there, we have Maestro number 5 of 5. It has a cover A and a cover B, and this is the end of the Maestro run. While I'm not reading it, I did really enjoy that first issue, and a lot of other people have said it's very good too. But moving on from there, we have Marvel number 3 of 6. It only has a cover A. I won't be picking this one up. And then we have Spider-Woman number 7, has a cover A and a cover B. Another series I won't be grabbing, but I have to say, I'm not a huge Peach Momoko fan like you guys already know, but props are due when they're earned, and I think this cover is very nice. I think she did a great job on that cover, so props to you, Peach. After that, we have Star Wars Bounty Hunters number 8, has a cover A and a cover B. Star Wars is super hot right now. The books are selling. Everybody's buying them up. They're loving it. But me, not really reading Star Wars. I'm not just going to buy it for the sake of being able to fit in with the conversation with other people if I'm not interested in it. But after that, the final issue from Marvel this week, we have U.S. Agent number 2 of 5. It has a cover A and a cover B. I'm not interested in this run. I don't know anyone that picked up the first issue. I won't be grabbing it. But those are all of the issues from Marvel this week. They're having an alright week, it seems. I'm going to be grabbing the Amazing Spider-Man number 54 Last Remains tie-in, sadly, but I will be. And then the only other issue I think I'm going to end up getting is King in Black number 2, probably just cover A. I'm loving that series. So what do you guys think? I think this is about to be a huge new comic book day. I'm loving everything that Image is releasing. Marvel's got a couple big titles coming out. I'm really looking forward to Something Is Killing the Children from Boom. But I think the one book that I'm really looking forward to this week is going to be Gideon Falls number 27. It's the final issue, and I love that series. Let me know down low in the comment section what book you're looking forward to the most. And thank you for watching my video. If you did enjoy it, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. And if you want to join a community dedicated to comic books and raising awareness for mental health, then hit that subscribe button down low and the little bell to get notified every time I drop new content. You won't regret it. And I've got 2 more videos sitting off to the side here with more of my comic book content. Click on one of those and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day.